Week 8 again, and here we have another quarter 20 set screw that's 5/8 long and has this um, small, smaller diameter base that's going to go in and push against an object. I think it's our pad, by the way, our locking pad. And what I want to show you here is that this little area in here where it has this chamfer a third of the way up or a quarter of the way up our set screw is kind of an interesting thing that you have to set. So I want you to be able to see how you build that. Okay, so I'm going to slide this over, and I'm going to come up here and go again in my projects. I'm still in my jack screw. Pretty much don't need to show you that anymore. And standard part here. And let's start with our main set screw, and it's again, I think it's 0.19 diameter. Yes, it is. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. I'm looking at this right now, and it says it's 0.25. There we go. And we do have a we have a 0.25 radius on the top of this one. That's interesting. So anyway, we'll go ahead and finish this, and we're going to extrude this. And my total extrusion for this is kind of an interesting thing that we need to do. And that's going to be a total of, not the total height, which is 5/8, actually it's 624. It's going to be 464, 0.464. And there's our length. And again, I'm going to bring it around, stand it up, make this the front, go to here and make this my ISO, set curve is home, and zoom in here a little bit. And I'm going to go here, and we'll just go ahead and get to our origins and find a plane that we can work on. Again, we're going to work on this plane. I'm going to highlight it and make it visible. I think I will, while we're here, I'll set an axis on this. And there's my axis. And then we're going to go up to view, and we're going to turn this into a wireframe. And go back to model, and then we're going to go right click, new sketch. I'm going to pick this right here, and then I'm going to project geometry. I'm going to project the top of this and the side of this, and then I'm going to pause for a second, and I'm resuming from my pause, and we're going to go ahead and do what we did previous to this. And we went in here and we grabbed our arc, and we picked a point right there. We came over here and picked a point there. We gave it a radius, and on this one they want 0.25. Okay. Escape, and go up to my constraints up here and pick my tangent. Moved it right down where it needs to be. Go to home, go to finish, go to revolve. So I already picked my profile. I'm going to pick my axis. I'm going to go to the cut, and I'm going to make my green check. And I bet you if we swing it around the corner, there it is, just like we want it. Okay, while we're here, let's go new sketch. Let's pick this same sketch plane. Let's go and draw a rectangle from up here somewhere and down. And go to the front here. And we have a distance of 0.04 from here to here is a distance of 0.04, and that's edit dimension D5. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to go dimension from, I need to project my geometry for that point right there, and then I can dimension. I'm going to go point D5 divided by 2. Oops. D5, not point D5, but D5 divided by 2. There we go. And then we're going to go a dimension from the top, so I'm going to have to project another piece of geometry, which is this geometry here, and then I can dimension from that point there to this point. Oops, it's not going to let me do that. Let's go on a side view and see if we can do it. Dimension from here to, well, I need a point in there somehow. Let's go see if we can do it this way. Let's go to construction line and line and see if we, there it is, there's that point right there. Okay, now we got a construction line. We can now distance ourselves from that construction line and go from here to that construction line and pull ourselves out here. And we have a distance of 0.04. 0.04. Oops, what happened there? That's interesting. Come on, dimension. Pick. And, oh, let me see, there it is. There it is. And 0.04. And it's giving me an angle. That's really interesting. Let me try something here. Let's try projecting this geometry that we drew here. Man. I got geometry there. Project that geometry. Project geometry. Nope. Okay, let's try to dimension it from the front then. From that point there to this point here. Point to point. Wow, it really wants to give me an angle, and I don't understand what's going on there. Well, this is just fighting me, so what I'm going to do in here is I'm going to try this one more time. I'm going to go slow and pick that point, that intersection point right there, and come down here and pick that line, and I think I may have it. And there it is, 0.04. Excellent. I don't care that this is up above. It really doesn't matter. I'm just going to leave it up there. Right click. Finish. We're going to extrude. We're going to pick this. We're going to go both ways. We're going to go all, and we're going to go cut. And there is our slot in the top. Okay. Now let's work down here. We need a new sketch on this face. We need to draw a new circle, finding that center point, pulling that out, and this is a diameter of 0.19, 0.19, and finish, and extrude, and I need to go, and let me see if I can figure this out. It's going to be, watch this little trick, 0.624 minus 0.464, which was this upper body. Let's see if that's what we get. And look at that. See, it's so great. You don't have to do any math. I love that there's no math. Okay, let's see if we can go do a chamfer in here. And we have a chamfer of 0.03. So we're going to go in here, 0.03. And let's see if we can get in here and chamfer that edge. And there it did. Excellent. And we're going to check our little box off. And then we're going to go chamfer one more time. And I believe the chamfer down here is 0.1. So I'll come up here and back that up and go to 0.1 and pick that edge and go apply. And I think we're good. We'll get up here to our view, go to realistic, and I think we are happy campers now. Let's look at our side view. There is our chamfer there. There is our straight. There is our chamfer there. There's our slot. All we're going to have to do now is add some threads. I'm going to right click here and turn off my visibility. Right click here, turn off my visibility. Go into my model. We're already there. Pick here and quarter 20 A1, so 1A, quarter 20 UNC, and apply. And we now have our little project done, and that's just 10 minutes.